Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm LadySmitan, and today we are in 920 Medina Studios. That was really hard for me to say and I don't know why. But we're doing a renovation, and this was requested by someone who saw my video of my last renovation of 930 Medina Studios, which the two girls in my city living Let's Play live in. And they liked it, but they said it was just too expensive for what their Sims needed and too big for what their Sims needed. So I didn't get given a budget to stick to, and I didn't know what stuff packs they had other than obviously like expansion packs and things other than city living. So I tried my best to stick to mostly city living and base game. I think there are a few items which I put in from kids room stuff and possibly some other packs, but I tried my best to stick to those packs as much as possible. I put a lot of furniture in and pretty much decorate everything furniture wise before I put any paint or flooring down, because I was trying to figure out what I needed basics wise for the whole place, and I'm quite happy with how it turns out in the end. It's quite colourful and industrial, and I suppose I should tell you a bit more about the person who's requested it and what they asked me to do. So their name is Madison Tortorella, I think is how you pronounce it, and they requested that I do this renovation, and I said yep, and I was be happy to. They told me the story of what their Sims who are going to live here are, which is two girls. One is a young adult and one is a child. They are sisters. Their parents both passed away, so they didn't have anyone to help them pay for this. They've had to do it on their own, sort of thing. So it's the older sister, the young adult, who's been basically the main breadwinner and doing all this stuff, trying to support her little sister going to school, and she is in the politics career, so I had to have a mural for painting in her bedroom so she could paint political murals on there. And the child sim is a virtuoso, so she's very into her music, very creative, and wants to become a singer. So I've put in guitar, the electric keyboard, a child's violin, and also the karaoke machine. And I've tried to set up the living room so they could watch TV and play games, but also like socialize when people are doing karaoke. They also enjoy entertaining, so I tried to make the kitchen and living room sort of like it's open plan and it all flows, so you can sort of just like wander around and there's music and blah blah blah, and it's all very nice and wonderful for having lots of guests around. And I did playtest it and it worked well. So there might possibly be some meals in the fridge if you download this, because that's on my gallery. If you just look for my origin name, LadySmitan, then you will find this on there. It's obviously uploaded as a room. The whole thing is uploaded in one there. You don't have to download each separate room. I made sure of that because I didn't want it to be annoying for people. I was fiddling with these counters for quite a while. I'm a bit out of practice with videos and I do need to get back into it, and I always say this, that I need to get a routine and blah 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 blah. Things have just been quite stressful in my home life and all that sort of stuff, so it's been very difficult to try and get time to do this with everything that I like generally do. And I don't actually do that much. If you knew what I did in my day-to-day life, you'd be like, wow, that's like barely anything. Most people manage way more than what you can manage, but the anxiety, stress levels are just crazy and just sort of mess me up. So I apologise for lateness of videos, and I will be getting back to doing more hopefully. I'm just probably going to record a bulk of my city living let's play. I still need to set up my Life of Riley let's play again now that my computer's been all upgraded against my will. So I will get back on track and get all of that done. Another request was the bedroom for the young girl was meant to, like, it's not meant to be super girly or tomboyish, it was meant to be sort of like gender neutral, so I sort of tried to go with that. I guess it could probably sway more towards the girly side in some respects, but I did try and keep it so it wasn't like blue or pink or anything. It's all like mad different colours everywhere, but pastels as well. I didn't want to make it too bold. There's lots of industrial touches here and there, but with a slightly more traditional kitchen, as if like the kitchen was already there and hasn't been updated in a while. It's just been repainted maybe a couple of times between all the different people that have lived in this apartment. And yeah, I was sort of, you know, trying to keep things at a low price, but also make them nice and fit in with the scheme, and stick mostly to base game and city living stuff, which was not easy, but I quite enjoyed the challenge of that. And as I said, there is some kids room stuff in there. There's possibly some other packs, but I can't really remember using any other ones. I did my best to like stick to those three because I just wanted to add some sort of like more life to the little girl's room. So I gave her the like treasure chest looking toy box that maybe like it used to be a trunk that belonged to her parents or something, and now she keeps her toys in it, and the little fairy lights with the pictures hanging down because I again thought maybe she's got like pictures of her parents in there or whatever. Sort of just trying to make it connected to the storylines so they have personality and stuff, and it's not just all super clinical. And I was going to try and not use move objects on, but that's just frankly impossible to make a house look super nice without move objects, in my opinion. It just, I feel it hinders you a lot. So plenty of move objects on has been used in the creation of this house, which means you will have to probably turn it on in the cheats menu before placing this. I said house, I meant apartment, but you know what I mean. Same difference, right? And I quickly made Sims of my own to playtest it, which I also made the sort of from the idea of what Madison told me of her characters. So there's the young adult sister and there was the child sister, so I did make them and they playtested it. And this is actually in my city living save, so Pyre and Talia came and visited and with a welcome wagon, so that was quite nice of them. So you might see them get like these two characters in my city living let's play. They're just sort of going to be background characters, and I'll probably renovate more apartments and put more Sims in them because it's quite fun doing renovations and playing with all the different objects and stuff. I'm trying to challenge myself to stick to certain packs and not use all of them because it is easy to just be like, oh, I want to use everything possible, and then lots of people can't download it because they don't have all the packs, or when they do download it it'll change the items to really bizarre ones. So I did my best to make it so people with like only a few packs would be able to get this one, city living being the main important pack obviously because it's an apartment. I messed around with the floors for quite a while. I want to use the basketball coat one because it's shiny and nice and just looks good, but getting a colour that suited was a bit hard, so for a while we have this grey. It does change to the like, not orange, that's the wrong one, but the normal wood colour. It changes to that I think in a bit. And again, I was messing around with the wallpapers and I thought I wanted to have sort of like I had in the girls' apartment for my city living let's play, where the exterior walls quite often were the brick and then it's the other walls that have been decorated. I do go back and change the living room slightly because I felt it was just too much brick and it was a bit overbearing. And there I've sort of tried to put some like wood touches into her room, and it's all very like white and grey and light blue, so that was the scheme. And then as I said, in here we go for sort of like pastel colours, but lots of different pastel colours. Like I didn't want to just stick to two, I wanted to have like odd touches here and there. And there's the kids' room bed that I end up using because the other bed didn't have any pastel colour swatches that I liked that worked. We do mess around with wallpaper a lot until I settle on green walls and a yellow floral wall pattern thing, which you'll see in a bit. I'm not very good at explaining this, I apologise. I do have plans for my next couple of episodes when I get the chance to record them, and also maybe a third let's play type thing, but I don't know, I might just do it as like update series and do it in my own gameplay in my spare time because I want to be able to have fun with it. Though I wouldn't mind sharing it with you guys. It's sort of like a rags to riches style, but not completely like nothing at the beginning. Like they have an apartment but it has nothing in it. It's like literally no furniture in the apartment, and they've got no money. They've got zero simoleons and they're sort of working their way through by collecting stuff, and they're not going to have a job. They're just going to collect and paint and busk because I thought it would be quite fun to do. And he looks quite very hairy and dishevelled at the moment, like sort of really rubbish clothes and no shoes with certain things and stuff like that, because I wanted him to look proper like he's only just about managed to scrape money together to put a deposit on this apartment, and now he's got to struggle to get the rent and basic livings and stuff like that, and then slowly progress through life and skills and things. But I thought it'd be quite fun. Here I'm changing the wallpaper. I don't go with this green. I change it. I believe I change it. I hope I change it. I was just putting in those columns there because it looked a bit weird having the brick go straight into wallpaper. I wanted to break that up a little bit. Oh, here we go. We go for like a sort of like a neutrally beigey colour. Maybe they didn't decorate the main living space. They just sort of left the walls and floor as they were, and then everything they've brought in furniture wise is sort of what makes the place their own, was kind of what I was going with. Also, I didn't really have too much of an idea of 100% what Madison would want, so I kind of just had to make it up and as I went along and just go off of my own thoughts of it, sort of thing. So hopefully you like it, Madison, and if you don't, I'm really sorry. If you don't like it, just let me know in the comments and I will do my best to do it again and do it better. I don't mind redoing these sorts of things. I find it quite fun, to be honest, and I like working to briefs. So if anyone else has any requests, please let me know in the comments below, or like I suppose you could email me or message me on SimsAmino. I'm also LadySmitan over on there. Blah blah blah. And yes, I like hearing from you guys and knowing what you want to see in my videos and stuff, so it'd be pretty cool. And I don't really know what else I'm going to say. There's only like 3 minutes of the video left anyway, so I feel like I don't have to say much. And I just need to get my act together and get a schedule, get everything back on track for me and for you guys who are supporting me, because you guys are awesome and YouTube sort of has given me something that I enjoy and that's mine, and that's really amazing to me, so I do want to do more of it. I just have this weird punishment system of no, you can't do things that you enjoy because you don't deserve to do things that you enjoy, which I definitely need to get out of the habit of thinking that way, and I'm slowly but surely doing it. But when you've got anxiety and there's like so many things that it holds you back from, that you feel like you can't do, when you find something you enjoy, you don't want to do it all the time because you don't want people to be like, oh well, you can do that, why can't you do all this stuff that everyone else can do, all the normal stuff, when you're just not ready for that, and it's really hard to explain that to people. So instead you just don't do the things you love because you don't want people to be angry at you, and you feel like, well, if they are going to get angry at you, obviously you don't deserve to have those fun things. I might just be the only person who feels this, but if you've ever had anxiety that's sort of like that, or depression that's sort of like that, I'm there with you, and it sucks, and I really hope that either you're healthier now or that you get healthy soon. And this is a bit of a weird ramble at the end of this video. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed watching, and if you did, please let me know in the comments down below, or leave a like, or if you're new, then you should subscribe so you can see more stuff and like talk to me and all that kind of thing, because it's really awesome. And this is on the gallery, as I said. Origin ID is LadySmitan, so I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video, and thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.